12,000 parachute and glider troops destroyed German supply lines after fighting for 33 days straight.
Welcome to the stream. Yeah, remember, I'm never late. I'm always on time, even when I'm late.
The 101st Airborne Division, based out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky, traces its lineage back to 1918 when it first established as the 101st Division. Known for their ability to rapidly deploy across the world, the unit has,
as y'all know, I did a live stream earlier
since its inception
on the No Kings protest that went on across the country, of course. And I wanted to do a live stream on the 250th military parade, the anniversary of the military, the United States military. One of the mightiest militaries in the world. That is what they have told us, and that is what I know. You have to believe me when I say, if you are not proud of your country, then there's a problem.
Eagles continue to lead the way as tomorrow's division.
I never understood what patriotism was or is until recently. And if you are not proud of your country, especially with everything that's been going on in the country right now, the burning of flags,
it was the cornerstone of the U.S.
Something's not right. I'm sorry.
Military might in World War II. It became one of the most influential tank designs of the 20th century. The M4 tank was nicknamed the Sherman tank after Civil War General William Tecumseh Sherman. Actually, it was
if the volume is low, that's not on me. That's on them.
Produced during World War II, the Sherman tank was in active service until 1957. In World War II, the M16 half-track was a force to be reckoned with. It was a self-propelled anti-aircraft weapon with speed, firepower, and grit. Nicknamed the meat chopper, its quad 50 caliber mount could unleash 2,300 rounds a minute.
Yeah, I have to also understand how strategic this parade is. As y'all, well, you may not have known, but the military enrollment has been really low. It's been very low. Recruitment has been very low, especially over the last 4 years. Look it up. But in order for you to get people to enroll into your military, which the United States needs it right now. If you don't have a military, you don't have any defense. So you gotta have people. You gotta have recruitments. Your recruitment. Other countries don't have this problem, but we seem to do. And so having a parade like that, you are trying to bring light to the might of your country, of this country's military, so that people, especially younger people, will be proud of their country again. If you're not proud of your country, then guess what? You're not joining the military. If you're not joining the military, the military is going to deplete. It's going to deplete. And how can you defend your country without a military? Y'all have to understand that. Am I for war? No, never. I've never been for war. The war that's going on right now in the Middle East, I do not condone that. But I know and understand what is needed in this world. And an army is one of them. You must have an army. You must have defense. As citizens, as people, as a nation, you have to have defense. You can't go without it.
The Korean War, often referred to as the Forgotten War, began on June 25th, 1950, with the North Korean Army's invasion of South Korea. A coalition of South Korea, the United States, and other United Nations members defeated the invasion and advanced into North Korea. The coalition fought and defeated 2 Chinese offensives in the spring of 1951.
Oh, and just so y'all know, this is my second live. My second live only, just so y'all know.
Until the armistice was signed 2 years later in 1953. Combat
I should have been done this. I'm a natural.
Raids and patrolling. During this war, the United States deployed approximately 6.8 million military forces to the Korean Peninsula.
I'm not allowed to see any chats yet. Yeah, like I said earlier, I'm not in the YouTube echelon yet, but I will be. And right now, I can't see any chats. I don't know what y'all may want to say, what y'all have to say. It's all good, though. I need to work my way up. That's what YouTube is trying to tell me, and it's going to happen. But
special thanks to
I appreciate y'all being here with us. You could be anywhere else. As you can see, there are still patriots. There are still people in this country who love this country, who love the military and the sacrifice that a lot of the men in the military have done. And I also do want to say that we appreciate your service if you are serving in the military right now, or if you have served in any war or any military, we appreciate your service. Thank you for your service. Thank you for putting your life on the line so that we can be free enough to get on YouTube, to get on Twitch, to get on Instagram, and talk about what it is we want, for the freedom to have free speech. Thank you for that. That's the reason why I decided to do this live stream. It is to honor those men and women who put their lives on the line for everyone.
Earlier, and at 2.5 tons, this deuce and a half, the M35A2 Classic military.
Oh man, do y'all see that camera, that AI operated camera? That's crazy. Hey, they're about to do away with a lot of jobs. Just so y'all know.
Moving cargo,
wow.
Supplies, and soldiers. Its capabilities include up to 5,000 pounds off-road and 10,000 pounds on-road, making it ideal for moving just about anything. In the jungles of Vietnam, the U.S. Army faced a new kind of war. Helicopters became the new workhorses of battle, delivering troops, firepower, and supplies into some of the most unforgiving terrain on Earth. This is the U.S. Army in Vietnam, the era of air mobility, fierce firefights, and unwavering brotherhood.
And you know, there's people that actually don't want to watch this. They're not going to watch this. They would never watch this. It's unbelievable to me.
They helped define the Vietnam War.
I don't get it. And then they'll cry and say that they have a family member in the forces, in the military, in the armed forces. I don't get it. I just don't.
The fight to the front and pulled the wounded to safety. The OH-6 Cayuse scouted the terrain with unmatched agility. The AH-1 Cobra, also nicknamed the Snake, brought serious firepower. Its slim design, as you can see here, helped it survive and thrive in hostile environments to protect soldiers below. And the icon of the era, the UH-1 Huey, the first turbine-powered helicopter in service with the U.S. military. There was nothing the Huey couldn't do. General support, air assault, cargo transport, medic evacuation, and ground attack missions. The Cayuse, Cobra, and Huey, ladies and gentlemen, 3 iconic Army symbols in the sky. The 1st Cavalry Division Band, based out of Fort Cavazos, Texas, has played a vital role in U.S. military history. Since its origins back in 1855 as the band of the 2nd Cavalry, it has supported operations from the Civil War to Desert Storm. Over time, it's evolved into a powerful force, using music to strengthen bonds between soldiers and engage with communities. From World War II in Korea to the Vietnam War in Bosnia, the 1st Teen Band has enhanced morale and upheld the division's enduring legacy. Today, the band continues its mission using music to shape perceptions, foster trust, and promote national Army and division interests. Standing ready to serve, it remains an enduring symbol of the 1st Cavalry Division's legacy and commitment to duty. The band performs Hit the Leather and Ride, a march composed by Captain Robert Meredith Wilson. This piece reflects the cavalry's transition.
Do y'all understand how proud these people are of their country,
Texas, everybody, the 1st
of
Cavalry
their service,
Division
their bravery?
Band.
Some people just don't get it. Some people just don't get it. And I don't get it. Do you know what this does to morale within the Army, within the Navy, within the Air Force, within the Marines? Do you not? Some people just don't get it. This is what it's all about.
That quickly grew to a small team of around 100 soldiers, which then expanded to more than 600 over the next decade. As the war intensified, troops' numbers quickly grew as the war between the South Vietnamese government and the communist insurgents supported by North Vietnam intensified. By January 1969, more than 364,200 soldiers organized around 7 divisions and 20 separate combat brigades. The United States began withdrawing its forces in July of 1969, and the last Army combat unit left South Vietnam in August of '71. The last U.S. combat soldier came home March 1973, while a small number of non-combat personnel remained until April 1975.
They want you to think that they're not happy to be out there in the parade. They want you to actually think this.
Is the 101st
it's a lie.
Division based out of Fort Campbell, Kentucky. The unit is wearing replica Vietnam War uniforms, signifying the soldiers who served.
Do you know how proud these men and women are? Right?
Blistering heat, thick humidity, and unforgiving terrain.
They can miss me with that
uniform innovation. And the Army, they delivered. New lightweight uniforms were constructed to move with the soldier. The M16 replaced the M1 Garand, calling for redesigned ammo gear and faster reloads in combat. Body armor got smarter, jackets and trousers got lighter, and field equipment was reimagined to meet the mission head-on. Gone were the heavy Mickey Mouse boots, replaced by canvas tropical combat boots that offered better grip, faster drying, and all-day endurance.
This is the military, baby. Come on, y'all stop playing. The greatest military in the world.
Oracle.
And just so y'all know, this cost millions of dollars, too. And you mean to tell me you shouldn't have spectators, you shouldn't have people viewing this? Come on. Oh, they're going through all of the wars. I like that. I like that.
When Saddam Hussein's
they spoke about Vietnam before this one.
The U.S. Army deployed to Saudi Arabia to deter further Iraqi aggression in the region for what was known as Operation Desert Shield. By the fall, more than 750,000 troops comprising U.S. service members and coalition partners from more than 30 countries had assembled in the Saudi Arabian desert. In mid-January 1991, the U.S.-led coalition began Operation Desert Storm, which kicked off with an intensive air campaign designed to knock out key Iraqi infrastructure and weaken Iraqi forces. The ground offensive was launched in early 1991, where military forces overwhelmingly destroyed enemy tanks and vehicles. After only 100 hours of ground combat, coalition troops liberated Kuwait, and the Gulf War ended with Iraq's surrender.
Oh, man, my man back there is out of step. Come on, bro. Come on, man. In my Boosie voice. Come on, man.
From Fort Riley, Kansas, this is the 1st Infantry Division, one of the Army's most storied divisions. Nicknamed the Big Red One because of the distinctive red on their unit patch. As the oldest continuously serving division in the U.S. Army, the unit has participated in every major operation since World War I, living up to its motto, no mission too difficult, no sacrifice too great, duty first. The 1st Infantry Division was originally established as the 1st Expeditionary Division in 1917 and spearheaded the American Expeditionary Forces in France during World War I. In World War II, the Fighting First stormed Omaha Beach on D-Day and liberated Nazi concentration camps. The highly decorated unit has had 37 members of the Big Red One awarded the Medal of Honor. In Washington, D.C., the 1st Division Monument stands in President's Park, memorializing those who died while serving in the 1st Infantry Division. Ladies and gentlemen, they are the Big Red One, the 1st Infantry Division.
Hey, and they actually want you to think that this is supposed to be a show of might. The country, the United States is trying. No, 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 no. It's far from that. This is to honor your military's men, your military's women. That's what this is about. It's also to teach those who have the worst outlook
it is
of
fast,
the
it is
military.
tough, and it is lethal.
Some people don't like the military for whatever reason, but the military is what affords them the freedoms that they have.
To carry troops into combat with protection
Crazy
and
to
power.
me.
Armed with a 25mm chain-driven cannon and twin tube-launched optically tagged wire-guided missiles, it played a critical role in clearing the way.
Hey, I need one of those parked outside.
While the Paladin looks and sounds like a tank, it is technically a self-propelled howitzer that was first introduced back in the 1960s. Over the years, it's been upgraded to perform in versatile battlefields from Vietnam to the Soviet Union to Iraq.
Y'all know how much these cost? Yeah, I definitely need one of those outside right now. I'll pull up to your spot with that. I'll pull up to your spot. I'll pull up at the store with it in that right there. Look at the people out there. This is supposed to bring everyone together. What are y'all thinking about? Yeah, if you're one of those people that says, what are we having a parade for? This is a waste of money. This is a show of power and we don't need it. Are you kidding me? This is what it's all about. It is supposed to bring people together. Look at that soldier smiling. Y'all see it for yourselves. That's why I wanted to bring this to light. That's why I wanted to do my first live streams today on this exact moment. It's for this right here, to bring everyone together, because I'm tired of this separation. I'm tired of everyone breaking themselves up into different groups. I'm this, I'm that, I'm fighting for this, I'm advocating for that. No. We the people. And y'all say that too, we the people. There goes Dana White. We the people. Even my dog's downstairs barking, because he knows. he could hear the parade. Matter of fact, I should have put it on for him downstairs. Even he knows the importance of something like this. Oh man, I really do need one of those. Mark Rubio, Marco. Oh, Marco, we see you, bro. Marco out there yawning.
In the Gulf War, no division
he like,
hit
man, I've
harder
seen
or
this
moved
already.
faster than the 1st Armored. The 1st Armored Division, nicknamed Old Ironsides, is the oldest, most recognizable armored division in the United States Army. As part of the buildup for World War II, cavalry and reconnaissance units were brought together to form the 1st Armored Division in 1940. In the Gulf War, no division hit harder or moved faster than the 1st Armored. Old Ironsides really led the way. During Desert Storm, they engaged in some of the largest tank battles in Army history that were decisive victories, shattering enemy formations. Based in Fort Bliss, Texas, America's Tank Division is currently supporting missions in 20 countries across 5 continents. From World War II to today, Old Ironsides remains battle-proven and always ready.
For sure. Hey, they like that click. If you got a problem, you give them a call and they there in a minute. They always down the slide. They always down the slide. And I guess we're still in the Gulf War, which shouldn't have happened, by the way. But it is what it is. Y'all know. It's life. I believe they should have a law enforcement parade. They should have a law enforcement parade to celebrate those people out there who come to save your lives whenever you call them. Because that's exactly what people, y'all hear the defund the police, defund the police. But when something goes down, who's the first person they call? The police. They should definitely have a parade for the police, for the sheriffs. Yeah, definitely. Law enforcement, definitely. To honor those who lost their lives, to honor law enforcement, to bring recruitment back up, because trust me, if you look it up in certain cities, certain states, law enforcement recruitment is definitely down. Hey, Kristi Noem, I don't know if she had any work done, but she's in her, what, 60s? She's in her 60s, if I'm not mistaken. I don't know what she does to stay looking that young, but I would not have thought she was. I would have at least said, without those shades on, late 40s. Yeah, late 40s, early 50s maybe. But she's in her 60s. Hey, I think I see my ex-girlfriend in there. No, I'm serious. I think I do. And if she's watching this, call me. Seriously. Yeah, this cost a lot of money. They had even the security. Hey, and you want to know what's crazy, though? Years ago,
first used in Operation
I'm about to tell my age.
Years
ago,
the M119 howitzer
like in the Mobb Deep Shook Ones video, we wore Army fatigues. Army fatigues was the shit back then. Now I don't too much see people wearing
them. Whether used in battery formation or as a standalone support weapon, the M119 delivered reliable, responsible fire when it mattered most. Still in service today, including on the front lines in Ukraine, it remains a trusted part of the Army's arsenal.
Oh, so they're still fighting in those in Ukraine right now. Oh, yeah, so that's a powerhouse right there. I need one of those. Forget the other ones. I need one of those. And you see how small the barrel is? I guarantee you it packs a punch. The other one, the barrel was a lot longer and bigger. No Diddy. But you see how small that one is? I guarantee y'all it packs a punch.
Special thanks to our sponsor, UFC.
Okay. Okay. Dana White helped put into this too. Okay. You know Dana White making that bread. Dana White, he's making that bread. And the only thing they need to add into one of those for me is a sunroof. Seriously.
On September 11, 2001, terrorists destroyed the World Trade Center in New York City and struck the Pentagon in Washington, D.C. using commercial airliners. In response, the U.S. launched the global war on terrorism. The U.S. would stop potential threats around the world and take the fight to terrorist groups and the nations that back them. The Army immediately deployed forces to Afghanistan to destroy Osama bin Laden's al-Qaeda terrorist organization and depose his sponsors, the ruling Taliban. The 2003 President Bush expanded the war to Iraq. Soldiers and other armed services overthrew Iraq's dictator Saddam Hussein. The fight to stabilize Iraq and prevent terrorist groups from overthrowing its new government continues to this day. The campaign in Afghanistan lasted until 2021 when U.S. forces withdrew and the Taliban returned to power. Over the course of the two-decade conflict, over 2 million servicemen and women, less than 1% of the American population, deployed in support of the global war on terrorism. Most of those who served were members of the United States Army.
I definitely remember 9/11 like it was yesterday. I was literally in Washington. Yeah, I was in Washington working. I remember it like it was yesterday, literally. And it came on through the intercom in the store, and I was like, what are they talking about? Terror attack? What are they talking about? Then everyone started looking it up. And when I tell you, and I'm about to tell my age again, but when I tell you, it was the worst thing ever. They had the videos, they were showing you the planes running into the buildings, and I was just like, wow, is this what we're doing? And I was young then, so I didn't really understand the world yet. See, if you're older and you're watching this, then you understand how the world works. If you are young, you don't know shit yet. I'm trying to tell you, you don't know shit yet. I didn't know anything then. And another thing that y'all do have to understand is that a lot of wars have been started not by the opposite side, but by the side that was fighting them, just so y'all know. Y'all didn't hear that from me. Some wars were unjustly started, yes. Y'all know how we go. I want something that you have, so I need to come up with a reason in order to attack you. Yeah, y'all know how it goes. See, I'm telling you, you don't know how the world runs yet. Cause and effect. Oh man, I really like that one. I don't think I have enough space in the driveway for that one though. And y'all want to know the crazy thing about it? I'm going to call it how I see it. I'm sorry, but you will have a majority of other people there, other races there, and not too many black folks. I'm telling you, that's how it is. I call it how I see it. That's why y'all are here today. Because y'all want to hear the truth, and y'all want somebody who's going to call it how they see it, and that's exactly what it is. Because I'm looking amongst the crowd, and I see different people. I see different shades of people, different heights, different genders. I see all of that, right? But guess what? Okay, there goes a sister right there. But there's not going to be a lot of black folks. But, hey, let it be a Lil Boosie, Megan Thee Stallion concert or parade. Hey, the whole streets would be lined up with black folks. That's just a fact. Say it ain't so. Okay, I thought so. That's just how it is. I'm calling it exactly how it is. That's why we love these platforms. You can say what it is that's not just on your mind, but facts. You cannot refute the facts. You just can't. I'm sorry. Yo, and this is one of the reasons why I do not like war also, because the destruction that war causes, yo, it's unimaginable. Y'all just don't know. The destruction, the death in war, y'all just don't understand. What is this, in Washington, D.C.? Yo, there's an NBA YoungBoy concert going on. Yo, I'm sorry, y'all. I'm just calling it how I see it. I'm sorry. You cannot love the place that you live in. That's like me hating my house. That's like me hating being here. Like, I don't get it. I defend my house, trust me.
The 8-wheeled Stryker armored combat vehicle is the first new military vehicle to enter service in the U.S. Army since the Abrams tank back in the 1980s. The vehicle was developed to fill a gap in the Army's inventory between a lighter infantry and heavy armored unit. The Stryker armored combat vehicle enables the team to maneuver in close and urban terrain, plus provide protection in open terrain and transport infantry quickly to critical battlefield positions. The first Stryker vehicles were fielded back in 2002 with the first Stryker Brigade combat team deploying to Iraq in 2003.
Hey, we've only seen these in movies. Say it ain't so. We've only seen these in the movies. Like, these are real weapons of destruction. Y'all just don't understand. Y'all don't get how many men have lost their lives fighting against vehicles like these. Yo, when it comes to war, life is nothing. Life is nothing. Soldiers, nothing. That's why we would never advocate for war. Are those
U.S. Army Rangers predating the Revolutionary War fought in the War of 1812 as part of the regular army and patrolled the frontier from Ohio to western Illinois on horseback and by boat, with the likes of Daniel Boone and Abraham Lincoln in their ranks. After the 9/11 terrorist attacks, Rangers were called upon to lead the way in the global war on terrorism. As part of the U.S. Army Special Operations Command, the 75th Ranger Regiment, based out of Fort Bragg, North Carolina, represents a lethal, agile, and flexible force capable of conducting many complex joint special operations missions. Today's Rangers Regiment is the Army's premier direct action raid force. It is always combat ready, mentally and physically tough.
He said always.
And prepared to fight our country's adversaries.
Fort Bragg, I've been there. This is your military, baby. Y'all be proud of this. I've been there.
Of individuals trained to lead and succeed in protecting the country from their threats. Composed of 5
These men are willing to put their lives on the line for y'all. Do you not understand the words that are coming out of my mouth? They are willing to put their lives on the line for you to be able to wake up tomorrow morning, go to your nearest Starbucks, and grab your latte or chai tea.
Ladies and gentlemen, the U.S. Army Special Forces.
And you have people that are not going to watch this? Come on. I woke up from my nap just to watch this. I really was nappy. I gotta excuse my appearance too. But I got up just to watch this with y'all. Come on. Patriotism, baby. This is America.
Adaptability and tactical mobility. Adaptability and continuous transformation to overcome our enemies is vital. Fighting an elusive enemy in distant places and at home requires new tools such as unmanned aerial vehicles for surveillance and the Blue Force tracker to see real-time details of troop movements. The United States does not face the challenging international environment alone. Our network of allies and partners is an advantage that our adversaries can never hope to match. Over 80 nations
we don't play. Y'all better stop
States
playing.
Or assisted it during the global war on terrorism.
They are giving y'all a history, a rundown of the military's history, and the reason why a lot of other nations do not with the United States. They won't. Senator Joni Ernst, she's the United States. Okay, Iowa. She is the senator of Iowa. Oh, trust me, there's some senators that aren't going to be there.
The 10th Mountain Division's climb to glory began
with its
establishment as the 10th Light Division in July 1943, the only one of its size in the U.S. military to receive specialized training for fighting in mountainous conditions. After periods spent inactive as a training division and as a standard infantry division, the unit returned to its roots in 1985 when it regained its Mountain Division designation.
I want to give a shout out and a salute to all of these brave men and women and their families. We thank you for your service.
During the war on terrorism, the 10th Mountain Division proved their mettle as light fighters through repeated deployments to Afghanistan and Iraq. Now, since 2002, the 10th Mountain Division, based out of Fort Drum, New York, has been the most deployed regular Army unit. Its combat brigades have seen over 20 deployments to both Iraq and Afghanistan in support of Operation Iraqi Freedom and Operation Enduring Freedom. To show America's military might, they have one purpose: to deter war and, if ordered, defeat the enemies of the United States of America.
Hey, y'all see her in the middle. Y'all see her in the middle saluting. No one else is saluting, but she decided to salute. I wonder why.
Investments in cutting-edge systems, drone technology,
y'all saw that.
Powered capabilities straight.
These are proud men and women. Give them their credit. Give them their flowers.
And defend democracy. The Army has 8 Striker Brigade combat teams, 6 of the
I'm telling you,
component, and 2
I just don't get it.
Guard. More than 2/3 of the 7,000 servicemen and women who sacrificed their lives fighting the global war on terrorism were part of one of the Army's 3 branches: active duty forces, the Army Reserve, and the Army National Guard. The Army is continuously transforming to deter aggression to ensure our adversaries cannot outrange or outpace us.
They're making me feel all warm and shit on the inside, y'all. If y'all see a tear, don't mind it.
The Army remains unmatched in its speed, flexibility, and ability to support the nation's strategic priorities.
Yo, and here's the crazy thing. You'll have people talking about democracy, 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 fascism, fascism. We don't want to and they'll be the ones not to even watch this parade. They'll be the ones not to attend this parade. Yes, these people are trying to stay clear of this parade, but then they'll turn around and talk about democracy. How do you think you got the democracy? Yo, don't get me riled up. How do they think they got the democracy? The ability to protest, to riot, to fight, to argue, come on, to get on their phones and talk shit about the presidency, about the White House, about the military. How do they think they got? It's through these men and women. Not through you, not through me, it's through them. That's why you can go to the grocery store right now and pick up your damn cooked rotisserie. True or false? Am I lying? That's why you can go get your rotisserie already made for you, cooked and all. Come home, sit down, and eat it with your family. Even though right now, nobody eats with their families anymore. Y'all are probably all eating in a different room, watching TV, or watching me on YouTube. Yo, y'all stay tuned. Y'all come back next time I do a live. I'm going to keep y'all entertained, trust and believe. I'm going to keep y'all entertained, and I'm going to get better at this. The more and more I do it. Second live ever, just so y'all know. Wait until I can actually, or do interact with y'all. Yeah, it's crazy then. We are patriots over here. We love our country. Most definitely do. The country that gave us the freedom, that allowed us the freedom to do whatever it is we want. Do we have bad history in this country? What country doesn't? Think about that for a second. What country doesn't? You will have people in this country talking about, yo, this country, we went through Jim Crow, we went through slavery, we know this. No shit. So did other countries. So did other countries. But you want to know what the difference is? Those people in those countries, they love their nation. They love their country. There's nothing that they wouldn't do for their country. So why is it that Americans who have more freedom than anyone else in any other country are the ones that turn their nose at the military? They turn their nose up at the military as if they're better than, come on, don't get me started. Don't get me started. Y'all don't want to get me started, not today.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Palantir.
I don't know who Palantir is, but if you don't love your country, just say so. I just wish that some people would tell you, like, I hate this. Well, some actually do. Some do. Some show you through their actions. I know people that won't stand or salute the flag. They won't stand for the national anthem, which is crazy to me. Because again, this is the reason why you are able to go to your gym, work out, sweat, come home, lay in your comfortable bed, while other people in other countries aren't afforded that same or those same luxuries. No. Matter of fact, I kind of want to frat now. I'm just saying, I kind of want to frat now. Or a latte. Nah, matter of fact, I think I'm gonna order a chai tea with skim milk. Hey, you can't make this stuff up. People are able to get on their phones and order a chai tea, chai latte, and have it delivered to your house. Do y'all not understand what type of country we are living in? Do y'all not understand the convenience that you have been allowed? They just don't, they'll never get it, y'all. They'll never get it. And you want to know why? This is the reason. The military. Yes, this is the reason. This is the reason if another nation tries to invade this country, do you want to know who is going to stand up for you? Because we know it's not going to be you. We know for a fact it's not going to be.
The mission is to deploy, fight, and win our nation's wars. How? By securing ready, prompt, and sustained land dominance by Army forces across the full spectrum of the conflict as part of the joint force.
Yo, I should have bought some water, some snacks, something. Damn, I came unprepared. What kind of host am I, right? Hey, the modern army, when I tell you, oh yeah, my man gotta have that harness for the flag. Those that are holding the flag, they have to have that harness. You know how heavy that shit is?
Transportation for the U.S. Army, a very vital element. Spread across the parade
what is
today,
that?
numerous fighting
what are
vehicles,
those?
some designed for very specific functions and others for flexibility, but they all must be maintained. With over 200,000 trucks alone, wheeled vehicle mechanisms ensure that the fleet of vehicles are ready. And these mechanics get the job done.
Oh.
This convoy starts with the M777, a lightweight howitzer. These lightweight howitzers may not look particularly lightweight, but are made from titanium. They are 7,000 pounds lighter than their predecessor, the old M198. Used by the Army since 2005, the M777 is currently being used in Ukraine. Weighing only 4,700 pounds, the M119 howitzer is smaller.
Oh, that's not much. That's light work. 4,700 pounds? That's nothing. Now, compared to the one that came before it, yeah, it's definitely nothing.
The 7th Infantry Division, stationed at Joint Base Lewis McChord, has been seeing continuous combat action ever since activation in World War I. From Europe to the Aleutian Islands, Japan, Korea, Afghanistan, and the Pacific, the Bayonet Division boasts a proud history of answering the call of its motto, "Trust in me," with resolute dedication. Sent to deployments and conflicts around the globe since it was founded, the division returned to Fort Lewis in 1971, its first time on American soil since 1934. The 7th Division, originally called the Hourglass Division due to their patch design, gained the nickname Bayonet Division during their deployment to Korea in June of 1950. At Incheon Landing and during the liberation of Seoul, they were credited with plunging the bayonet into the heart of the enemy, with 13 members of the division receiving the Medal of Honor. The 7th enables and sustains the combat readiness of 2 Stryker Brigade combat teams and a Combat Aviation Brigade.
Okay, so he's done. I wanted to share something with y'all too, right? Now, y'all know about the protest that's been going on in LA. Well, real quick. There was a man who was actually putting out the information of ice ages online. I'm talking about addresses, where they're going to be, the hotels that they're staying in LA, all of that. He was putting that information out there.
Of everything the Army does, we are continuously transforming. Army careers span the spectrum from attorneys to astronauts and mechanics to engineers. The Army's greatest asset is our people, the finest men and women our great nation has to offer, with a myriad of talents that make us stronger. Aside from its people, the Army's next greatest asset is its technology and equipment. Coming up next, these vehicles offer a glimpse of what the Army employs for readiness and battle. The portable howitzers and the portable Abrams tank were used extensively.
I've heard of those too.
Along with Bradley tanks and
definitely
the
heard of those.
Squad vehicle. The ISB provides enhanced tactical mobility of an infantry brigade combat team. This allows commanders greater freedom of movement and action. The ISB provides the warfighter with increased flexibility to ensure infantry units maintain momentum to achieve mission success.
So back to my man, right, that was putting out the information of the ice ages. Guess what happened? Somebody found out, right? And, well, people found out. People online, you know the internet is undefeated. So people who found out, guess what they did? They put his information. They found out who he was and put his information out there, down to his picture, down to videos with him in it. And guess what this coward does next? Guess what this coward does next? He gets online to cry and complain about people putting his address online. You can't make this stuff up. He started crying and complaining about people putting his information out there when he first did it to those ICE agents and their families, putting their families and putting them in jeopardy. Yeah, for doing their job. You think I want to go to work Monday morning and have to be harassed by people for doing my job? Does that make any sense to y'all? But he wants to cry victim now. See, again, as I stated earlier, in my earlier live, right? You have people who are aggressors. They're the aggressors. And guess what they'll do when they are met with the same aggression? Guess what they do? They cry foul. They turn around and cry foul. Now, all of a sudden, it's unfair. And that's exactly what this coward did. All of a sudden, it was unfair. It wasn't safe for him. He's sorry. Well, think before you do something stupid. Play stupid games and you win stupid prizes. Come on. Y'all see it. Y'all see people of different cultures, different races out there. Y'all see it. You have eyes. You see exactly what I'm seeing. You're watching the very same parade. Oh, and if you haven't already, hit that subscribe button and hit that like button for me. That's all.
When duty calls, U.S. Army soldiers don't just answer, they lead. From Fort Bragg, witness a powerful demonstration of strength, purpose, and the unmatched capability of today's Army.
The Army has made me see my potential, and I feel like it's molded me into a better person.
I grew up in a very patriotic household. My grandfather, he served in World War II, and his brother, my uncle, served in Vietnam. I can do this. If they can do this, I can do this.
When I was born, my dad was still serving in the military, and him coming home in his uniform, I'm like, yeah, I want to do that.
Ready for takeoff.
My motivation, I think it follows in line. I think with what my family's done is kind of a sense of duty to serve our country and give back since it's given us so much.
I'm a very, let's say, timid person, but definitely helped me become a more confident person.
Working with a group and my peers, it really shows how much working with a team can strengthen you.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go. I derive a lot of purpose from serving others. I think serving something bigger than myself gets me out of bed every day. Yeah, keep powered up, keep powered up.
I definitely pushed myself further than I ever thought I could go.
I joined the military service because I want to deploy. That's my main goal, is deploy, deploy, deploy.
If we get the call, we have to go somewhere, we'll do what needs to be done. That's just the way we operate here.
This is one of the few jobs in the nation where we all take an oath to say, I'm willing to put my life on the line for you, and they're willing to put their life on the line for me.
This is what we train for. This is what I want to do. My team leaders and squad leaders, they know exactly what to do. Check equipment, check weapons, check ammo.
We're always ready to deploy within 18 hours and handle the mission at task.
I don't think y'all understand the level of bravery that these men and women have. Y'all don't get it. Y'all don't understand. Most people don't. Well, maybe y'all do. Maybe y'all watching do. Most people don't. They don't get it.
I'm very passionate about being a jump master. The paratroopers, they see you and, you know, they believe in you. I love to instill that confidence with my passion into those paratroopers. It's a rush. It's great.
Drop confirmed for personnel drop.
This week we honor 250 years of valor and glory and triumph by the greatest fighting force ever to walk the face of the earth, the United States Army. For 2.5 centuries, our soldiers have marched into the raging fires of battle and obliterated America's enemies.
I love the Army. It is a great place to set yourself up for success, to prepare yourself for the future.
God bless you, God bless our soldiers, and God bless the U.S. Army.
Do y'all know how proud these families are of these Army's men and Army? Oh, I recognize what that is, Master Sergeant. I believe that's the highest. Yeah, that's
Richardson, Alaska, is
the highest rank, if I'm
Arctic
mistaken.
Angels, who execute expeditionary operations worldwide, conduct multi-domain operations in the Indo-Pacific theater and the Arctic, and on order
Some people don't know what bravery
defeat
is.
any adversary in extreme cold weather, mountainous and
They
high
just don't get it.
environments through large-scale combat operations. The Angels are the Army's only Arctic division. Masters of Arctic warfare, the 11th serves worldwide in all climates. Established in November of 1942, the Angels of the 11th Airborne Division led the way in the Philippines during World War II and spearheaded an amphibious invasion of Luzon and distinguished themselves during the liberation of Manila. After periods spent inactive and stationed in Germany from 1963 to 65, the division operated as the 11th Air Assault Division with the mission of testing and refining the Army's helicopter-centric air mobility doctrine.
Oh, and just so y'all know, they actually had to put plates down on the road for some of these vehicles.
In Alaska and beyond. The 11th
Steel
Airborne
plates.
Division, America's Arctic Angels. Requiring ongoing maintenance in the field and on base because nothing happens until something moves, wheeled vehicle mechanics supervise and perform maintenance, repair, and recovery operations.
Y'all know how
of
heavy
vehicles
some of
that
these
serve the
vehicles
Army
are.
in a variety of mission-critical roles. Included in the array of mobile artillery such as Paladins and the Abrams tank is the Joint Light Tactical Vehicle known as the JLTV. It's highly adaptable, providing protected and sustained mobility for personnel and payloads. The JLTV is known for its off-road capability.
What are those? Wait, I've never seen those.
Improvised explosive devices. The JLTV, right there.
If you haven't done so already, hit that subscribe button for me, hit that like button, and go even further as to hit the notification bell so that you are notified whenever I go live or do a show like this. You won't want to miss it. I had one of those before. Yeah, the crew rode in the back. Oh yeah, I need one of those for the beach. I don't know who it's protecting in war or what its purpose is. It must have a purpose. Yeah, that's got to have its own purpose because it's not protecting anyone. It's not protecting anyone at all. That's definitely a transport vehicle. Yeah, it has to be. And I'm not talking about transporting you into the heart of the battlefield. No, no. Imagine being strapped down in something like that. No doors, no protection, nothing. Nothing at all. No barriers, nothing to protect you from, nah. It must be used for other purposes. These men are proud of what they do, and they should be. We should be proud of them too. Facts. General Randy George. See, they didn't even leave the man's name up there long enough. Oh, they even have a live band playing in Army uniform. Stop playing. We do everything. The President of the United States and the First Lady. And, of course, Pete Hegseth. Let me get the man's name right. Let me not butcher his name, because I don't like when people butcher my name. And just so you didn't know, he is the head of the armed forces. Yes, Pete Hegseth. Oh, he got a lot of... Before they allowed him into Congress, into this cabinet, this administration, oh yeah, he went through a whole lot. Trust and believe he fought for that spot.
The U.S. Army Reserve is inseparably linked to America's long-standing citizen soldier tradition. Organizationally, the Reserve's roots lie in the Medical Reserve Corps, established back in 1908 to provide a ready reserve of medical manpower. This organization was folded into the new offices of the Officers Reserve Corps in 1917. Reserve organizations furnished crucial manpower to the Army during World War I and were merged into 1920 into the Organization of Organized Reserve. During World War
what if my
II,
man with the flag
Army
dropped the
activated
flag
26 organized reserve infantry divisions, and roughly a quarter of the Army's officer corps came from the reserves during the conflict. During the Korean War, the Organized Reserve Corps was reorganized and redesignated the U.S. Army Reserve. The Army Reserve has since served as a vital source of manpower for the force during times of need, gradually transitioning from a strategic force to an operational force in response to the pressures of the war on terrorism. In the 170,000 Army Reserve soldiers and 11,000 civilians serving their home communities, and when needed, they can quickly mobilize. The Army can't deploy, they can't fight or win without the Army Reserve. They are an important component of Army readiness. Let's have a big hand for the Army Reserve.
Okay. You've got the National Guard, you got the Army Reserve, you have the Army. You have so many different branches of the military.
Today and tomorrow's Army looks to increase safety and survivability, create efficiency, and streamline processes. The Stryker is a great example of assessing evolving needs and developing the solution. Strykers provide a balance between heavy armor and infantry brigade and combat teams.
This is why they don't attack this country. Just so y'all know, if you were asking, this is why they don't attack this country. Well, not just why, there's other reasons as to why too. And they start with an N and an M. Yeah, they don't want to play around with those. First word, nuclear. They don't want to play around with those at all. Yo, and I honestly believe that these men and women should be paid way more than they pay celebrities, but it's not my world. I just live in it. People get paid to entertain y'all and keep your mind off of the things that really matter. They get paid a lot of money to do that. People who put their lives on the line for you, for your freedoms, not so much. Oh yeah, it cost a lot of money to put that stage up right there. It cost a lot of money to do all that. Secretary of the Navy, John Pellin. I think I said his name right. I've never seen him before. I think I said it right. And you know what? Honestly, I'll be real with y'all. There should be a lot more people at this parade. I mean, it's a lot of people, but there should be a lot more people at this parade. It's Saturday. Most of y'all ain't doing shit on Saturday anyway. But like I said,
when Americans hear the name Bastille,
there's not too many people that are proud of their country at all, especially right now.
The Battle of the Bulge. Surrounded by German forces in the frozen forests of Belgium in December 1944, soldiers of the 101st Airborne held the line.
Steve Witkoff, United States Special Envoy to the Middle East. Well, Steve, you better get back to work, especially with what's going on right now, because as y'all are aware, Israel attacked Iran the other day, and it's an ongoing conflict out there. So, Steve, I think you better get back to work. Okay. You can tell they don't play. They don't play around at all. My man got the drone in the back. Oh, they don't play at all. I think I own that rifle right there, too. Well, nah, not that one. I need that night vision. I need that night vision scope, too. Oh, yeah, just so y'all know, it's all hell out there in the Middle East right now. A lot of people are trying to stroke fear and say that it's the start of World War III. I honestly don't think it is. I think it's going to take something bigger and something greater to create World War III. Now, when Russia invaded Ukraine, or before they invaded, I tried to tell people that they were going to invade. Nobody believed me.
101st Airborne Division, Bastogne. They are showcasing the Army's Transformation in Contact Initiative, a program that allows the Army to rapidly test, evaluate, and equip our soldiers with the newest technologies. Modern, mobile, and mission-ready, the Bastogne Brigade continues to adapt to new threats while staying rooted in the fierce resilience that defined its birth. They are carrying the next-generation squad weapons, the XM7 and XM250, both equipped with the XM157 optic. The vehicles are the infantry squad vehicle, a new mobility asset that can rapidly move.
The Army don't play, baby. Y'all gotta understand that. They don't play.
And it's capable of carrying heavy
this
loads
is why they want it
through restrictive terrain. This platoon is equipped with 3 types of small unmanned aerial systems. They are the Ghost X, located on the SMET, the C-100, and right above us there, the X-10D, which are flying above the formation right now.
Hey, and just so y'all know, AI is going to change warfare. AI is going to change how nations go to war. The future, when I tell you, we're not going to be alive to see it, but as you can see, drones like this, they are going to transform the military. They're going to transform warfare and how nations go to war. Watch what I tell y'all. Honestly, future wars are not going to be fought with human beings anymore. That's a fact. Just so y'all know, China has assault dogs. Yeah, cyborgs, robots, whatever you want to call them. These are dogs that are not, they're not real. They're machines. And they carry a gun on top of them. Oh, I'm telling you, warfare is going to change. It's going to be fought with drones, which we are seeing a lot of in the Russia-Ukraine war right now. It's going to be fought with drones, AI, and robots. Yes. Now, the nation that jumps on this and actually implements it quicker is going to be the strongest nation in the world, just so y'all know. So yes, is there a race? Is there a race for this? Yes. Every nation is working diligently and hard so that they can implement a program of said ramifications. AI, robots, drones.
The Bradley fighting vehicle has proved itself to be lethal
yes.
and survivable in multiple theaters since it first fielded back in the 1980s. Designed as a troop transport, tank killer, and to match speed with an Abrams tank, the Bradley is a fierce fighting machine. The Bradley accompanies American troops often with the M1A1 Abrams tank, nicknamed the Beast and Whispering Death because of its firepower, accuracy while moving, and its stealth. Together, they offer mobility and firepower, a fearsome combination.
If you are new to the channel, thank you for coming and hang out with us. Hit that subscribe button for me. Hit that like button for me. Let's get the likes up, please. And also hit that notification bell. It's not going to hurt you. 3 simple things. If you have loved ones in the Army, call them and tell them how much you appreciate and thank them for their service. It's a must. I implore you. I tell people that we need to give others their flowers while they are still alive. Michael Weimer, Secretary of the Army, sitting next to Vice President J.D. Vance, and I'm not sure who the gentleman to the right is. I can't really see his face. I couldn't. Hey, y'all want to hear something funny? Come tomorrow, I'm going to ask a couple of people, hey, did y'all watch the 250th Army parade? They're not going to know what I'm talking about. Okay, here comes air support. Here comes air support. Oh, that's why everyone is looking over there towards the right. There goes the air support. That's what I'm talking
high
about.
In the sky, the AH-64 Apache. It's
I knew they were
premier
Apaches.
attack helicopter
I didn't want to be
in the
wrong. That's why I
world.
didn't want to call them
The
out.
Apache entered service in the mid-1980s and
What, I'm not in
continues
the
to evolve
Army?
and modify to meet worldwide
You can't blame me,
threats.
but I
It
knew
can
they were
deliver
Apaches.
intense
I just didn't want to
fire
say,
on the battlefield
you
with
know,
an
you don't
array
want to
of
look
aerial
stupid. I didn't want to
rockets,
say the wrong
guided
thing.
Hellfire missiles along with 30-millimeter cannon fire. The aircraft you see here is configured with a sophisticated targeting radar system and can operate in poor visibility and in the black of night. With more than 1,280 aircraft in operation accumulating over 5 million flight hours, 1.3 million of which have been in combat, the AH-64 Apache represents the backbone of the U.S. Army's attack helicopter fleet and a growing number of international defense forces.
Now that looks like more of a transport helicopter. Yeah, I don't see any cannons, missiles on those helicopters. Do y'all? I think that's more for like transport.
Special thanks to our sponsor, Lockheed Martin.
There we go. There we go. Hey, was I not just talking about this? Was I not just talking about the future of warfare?
Army readiness.
Was I not just talking about this? Y'all see it?
The Army Research Laboratory robot dogs reflect the latest in Army innovation. Look at this. Much like a true canine, these robots can go where soldiers cannot. They have increased mobility, improved tactical awareness, reduced risk to soldiers, and enhanced teamwork. Replacing soldiers, robot dogs can explore terrain that may be difficult for soldiers to traverse, dispose of explosive ordnance, and act in defensive posture or aggressive capacity when.
Y'all know how much one of those costs? Just one. I can't even imagine. I'm not even going to throw a number out there because I wouldn't be close. Honestly, you wouldn't be close. Just one of those. I'm telling you, it's not what you think. You might think, it doesn't take much to make one of those. You want to bet? See, I don't think that one has I don't think that's a cannon. Nah, I don't think that's a cannon on the back of that one.
Is another innovation that can adapt seamlessly for various missions from recon to bomb recognition.
Yeah.
These dogs reduce risk and support soldiers completely in high-stakes missions. They have a standard walk speed of 2 miles per hour and are working towards 6.7 miles per hour sprint.
Oh, they're going to get better. Trust and believe, they'll get better. And see, I believe they have operators behind them. Soon, they're not going to need operators. Or you will be able to operate one of those sitting back in a Humvee somewhere or sitting back in headquarters. Yes. Well, that's a clean tank right there. I forget what those are called, but I know those are definitely transport helicopters. And I forget how many people they hold. At least it didn't rain out there. I don't know, it doesn't look, it looks a little muggy out there, but no rain.
As the oldest continuously serving Army band and the oldest unit at West Point, this is the United States Military Academy Band, ladies and gentlemen. The West Point Band traces its history to a single drummer and fifer appointed by George Washington during the American Revolution. Over the next 2 centuries, this band evolved into one of the most capable and versatile performing groups in the world.
And I'll be honest with y'all, that's actually one job that I'm glad AI is going to be able to take over. Yeah. The ladies, the men and ladies that are in the front lines, on the front lines, yes. Bomb detection, yes. Definitely.
One of the most prestigious institutions in the world where leadership is forged and duty
and I'm not going to be rude and get up and go get some water and come back. No. This is a show.
Army leaders are made. With the motto of duty, honor, and country, West Point trains the best and brightest to serve their country as Army officers. Founded back in 1802 by President Thomas Jefferson, West Point is the home of the Long Gray Line, a legacy of courage and excellence.
Just so y'all know, we've been going at this since 6:30.
Medal of Honor recipients, 2 U.S.
I work hard. I most definitely do. And once I get off of this live, this is what I'm going to do.
Pershing, Douglas
work
MacArthur,
even harder.
And Norman Schwarzkopf. Upon entering the United States Army, all recruits undergo initial entry training, a highly intense and a challenging training period aimed at developing a soldier's physical and mental toughness, instill discipline, train them in essential combat skills, and foster teamwork. IET transforms civilians into soldiers based on the 7 core Army values: loyalty, duty, respect, selfless service, honor, integrity, and personal courage.
Facts. You got to have all of those. You can't come half-assed. I'm sorry. They have to transform you into something that you've never been before. Because, come on, we know how most civilians are. We know how most civilians are. They think about themselves. Selfish. Yes.
The Virginia Military Institute, on a mission to produce citizen soldiers, men and women educated for civilian life, prepared to serve their country in the armed forces. VMI counts a Nobel Prize winner, 11 Rhodes Scholars, generals, 7 Medal of Honor recipients, and a Pulitzer Prize winner among its graduates. As one of the nation's senior military colleges, students at Virginia Military Institute can participate in Army ROTC or the Corps of Cadets. While cadets in the Corps can serve in any branch of the United States military or pursue other careers, those in Army ROTC earn their commission as officers, ready to serve on active duty in the National Guard or Army Reserve. Each year, the Army Senior ROTC Blue Ridge Battalion commissions approximately 130 second lieutenants, ensuring that excellence in leadership continues in generations to come. The Citadel, the military college of South Carolina, offers students the opportunity to participate in Army ROTC or the historic Corps of Cadets. Founded in 1842, the Citadel is the 3rd oldest of the senior military colleges.
Y'all don't understand. Y'all still won't get it. You know how proud these men and women are to have that uniform on. Y'all won't get it. Y'all never would. I'm going to share a secret with y'all real quick. I actually thought about joining the armed forces when I was younger, in my teenage years. I actually thought about joining them, especially to gain the discipline that I needed in order to grow up to be a man. Yes. As a man, you need discipline.
One of the nation's senior
I didn't have as much discipline as I wanted as a teenager. Of course not.
Is home to both Army ROTC and the renowned Corps of Cadets. The Corps of Cadets' central purposes has remained building individuals that exemplify respect, excellence, leadership, loyalty, integrity, and selfless service. Students at the university who participate in the Army ROTC earn their commission as officers ready to serve on active duty in the National Guard or Army Reserve. Each year, the Army Senior ROTC Warrior Training Battalion at Texas A&M proudly commissions more than 90 second lieutenants and is honored to shape the future leaders of the U.S. Army.
Y'all stop playing with these people. They're not playing with y'all. They're not playing with y'all lives. They defend your lives. Y'all stop playing with these people. Y'all need to honor these people. Straight like that.
In a powerful display of commitment, these future soldiers will raise their right hand and take an oath of enlistment, pledging to serve our nation.
Okay.
This joint formation is proudly led by the Joint Task Force, National Capital Region, and the Military District of Washington Retention Team. Shaping tomorrow's Army.
Y'all see them kids back there?
Cadets remind us that America's future is courageous and in capable hands.
The pride to serve my country knows that I'm doing it not for myself. Every day I put on the uniform, I'm not just representing Caroline Robinson. I'm representing my company here at the Academy. I'm representing West Point. I'm representing the United States Army, and ultimately, I'm representing the United States of America.
Facts.
I really came to West Point because belief in the American dream and giving back to our country.
You're a part of something that is much bigger than yourself. You're a part of a tradition of excellence and a legacy that's connected not only to the Academy, but to the American Army.
I'm surrounded by people who want to make themselves better and serve our country.
Excellence is their baseline, and that to me is what it means to be a West Point cadet.
From the earliest days of our nation, this supreme tradition of American military service has been passed down from soldier to soldier and generation to generation, and it's a beautiful thing to watch.
My brother preceded me here, and originally I didn't really know what West Point was until he came. But when I saw the mission that they were committed to, of upholding the principles of American democracy and protecting the Constitution, I knew it was somewhere I had to be.
Every time that we lived outside of the United States, I always developed this sense of gratitude and pride of being an American.
You hear them.
And I wanted to give back to my country what it gave to me.
And it wasn't until I zipped up the blouse and I put the belt on for the first time that I realized that I was going to be serving my country, and it felt right. West Point was the place that I needed to be, and more importantly, the Army was where I wanted to be.
I just looked to the left and right over basic training and realized that we all had the same American patch on our shoulders, that we're all fighting for the same thing. I mean, there was no better feeling in the world knowing that every single person around you is committed and willing to die for that mission.
You
Facts.
came for excellence, you came for duty, you came to serve your country, and you came to show yourselves that you are among the smartest, toughest, strongest, most lethal warriors ever to walk on this planet.
What excites me the most about my future in the Army is the opportunity that I'm going to have to give back to the American soldiers that I'm going to be leading.
Because ultimately, they don't get to choose. And to me, it's that burden of responsibility to be the best leader.
And as a young officer, that's going to be exactly what I get to do.
I was the cadet basic training first detail for the first 3 weeks. And I got to see the new cadets come in from their families' homes and being in process on their very first day and watching them grow so quickly.
I would do all the formations, and I looked out at these 1,000 new cadets, people who just come out of high school. They were completely different people.
I don't think there's another institution in the country like West Point where the student body is so committed to furthering the mission of America and ensuring our democracy and freedom for generations to come.
I'm really surrounded by the best of the best, and that's when I realized this is the place that I absolutely want to be.
West Point itself is an amazing institution, but it only provides opportunities. The people here have to choose to take those opportunities and grow and lead and serve. And the people here want to do that. And I'm proud to be a part of that. And I would tell any high schooler who is considering it, you won't regret it.
250 years, right there. Okay, Sam Houston and Caroline Robinson. Okay, they were in the video. Y'all have to understand, these men and women consider each other brothers and sisters. They consider each other family. Family. Most of y'all, you don't like your neighbor.
First Sergeant Norton, reporting for duty, sir. Ready to commence the ceremony as directed.
I state your name.
I
do solemnly swear that I will support and defend the Constitution of the United States of America against all enemies, foreign and domestic, that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same, and that I will obey the orders of the President of the United States and the orders of the officers appointed over me according to regulations and the Uniform Code of Military Justice. So help me God. Congratulations, congratulations.
Yeah.
Welcome to the United States Army, and have a great life. Thank you very much. Have a great life.
A group of people swear an oath to defend this country. Yes. And you never know what may happen a year from now, 2 years from now, 4 years from now, 10 years from now. But those people on this day, they made a pledge to defend this country and allow you to go into your bedroom tonight, lay down on your comfortable bed, get under your comfortable comforter, your sheets. Yes, put on your AC, turn on your fan, open your window up,
life insurance policy
and
for our army.
go to sleep
It will
feeling
always
safe.
end with two people facing off with each other, and we need young leaders to be able to close with and destroy the enemy and defend our nation's interests forward.
Surrender is not a Ranger word. It's not an option.
I know that I'm not going to be able to get to do this again. This is my chance.
It all starts at the legendary Ranger School, the crucible where these elite warriors are forged. It has been described as the longest approved gut check in the Army. Over 62 days, students will patrol hundreds of miles over mountains and through swamps under the crushing weight of their equipment. All the while, they are deprived of both food and sleep, forced to perform at the very edge of their physical limits. But it's not just the physical challenges that make Ranger School so intense. The mental strain will break these soldiers down to their core.
If I have a come-to-God moment, I have to take my PC off my patrol cap. And on the inside of that, my commander gave me a Ranger tab, the yellow and black one that you get during graduation. And I pinned it to the inside of my PC.
Ranger School is not for the faint of heart.
Not at all.
For those who are up to the challenge, it is the ultimate proving ground.
Do you know how hard it is to be a Ranger?
Beds for people in our company. And our eyes reminded us that we don't have enough beds because there's not going to be this many people by tomorrow. Just a slight reminder that there's too many of you anyways, and not all of you are going to pass.
Rangers, if you don't figure it out, you're about to get another casualty.
It's completely different than what people would think Ranger School is like, but you can't put that into words, so it's hard to tell somebody something that you have to experience for yourself.
They got a saying, it's called as the tab turns. So Ranger School is continuing to change and to develop, but at the end of the day, it is the same, right? They're always going to put you in scenarios that is going to test with your ability to actually make decisions on the ground.
As you go through Ranger School, it is a gut check. It's going to check you out. And what's going to get you through it is whether you have it or not. Thousands and thousands of soldiers train all their lives to come here, prepare themselves to come to Ranger School, and only a few hundred.
Hey, I don't know if I would be able to do that.
It's not for everyone.
No, I actually do want to jump out of a plane someday. But y'all just don't understand how much it takes to be a Ranger or how much it takes to be in the Army, period. Y'all don't get it. We've seen the movies and, you know, we think it's easy. We think everything is easy because it's in the movies.
Please welcome country music sensation and proud supporter of our troops, Warren Ziders.
No idea who that is. I mean, do I look like I listen to country music? Oh, that mic stand is different. Tell me something. How come Megan Thee Stallion is not performing and twerking on that stage right now? Yeah, I said it. I should have known they would have had a mini concert too. Oh, it's a lot more people than I thought out there. Maybe patriotism isn't dead. Again, hit that subscribe button, hit that like button for me, please. I would appreciate it. And you can go further as to hitting that notification bell so you can be notified whenever I make videos just like this one. Or whenever I go live, just like now. If you don't listen to country music, tough luck. If these men can stomach going out into the battlefield, then you can stomach 2 minutes of a song, of a country song that you don't listen to. That's just how it is. Right? Right. Wait, I wonder if he's going to put on a concert. Or are they just doing one song? No idea who he is, but trust and believe a lot of people are going to know who he is now.
I just want you. No, I just want you. My pretty little poison. My heartache in the night with a kiss on her lips just like cyanide. Yeah, she came with a warning, but I didn't mind. I'll go out on that high every time. She's my pretty little
Only in America, y'all, where you are allowed to showcase your talent. Only in America, y'all, where you can write a song about whatever it is you want it to be about. Not what the government wants you to sing about, not what the agenda that they're pushing wants you to be. You can create a song for your loved ones, about your past relationships, about your future, about your life right now. You can sing about anything that you want to. Do you want to know why? It is because of these young men and women in the armed forces.
Thank you. I'm not gonna lie, y'all, I'm nervous, but I would just like to say thank you so much for having me here tonight. I am just so fortunate to be here in front of y'all, and thank you guys so much for what you guys do. And honestly, happy birthday, y'all. Happy birthday.
Oh, he gonna put on the whole concert. We putting on the whole concert. Let me see. They got about 15 more minutes. I guess this might be the end because they got about 15 more minutes. This is supposed to end at 8:30. I don't know if y'all aware of the time, but it's 8:13 now.
This next song,
and this must be, you know, the end.
Sing along. This song's called Ride the Lightning, y'all.
And if you wrote it out with me this entire time, salute to you as well. I appreciate you. Get to know me a little bit better. You'll enjoy the company that you're in. Trust and believe.
Yes,
he said what?
One foot in the flames and the other trying to walk the line. Can't say I never saw it coming. I can see the one.
Hey, my man isn't bad at all. I know good music.
Mama always said I was born on the wild side.
He is not bad at all.
I guess Mama was right. 'Cause when the clock strikes midnight, gonna ride the lightning, feel the thunder till the darkness pulls me under. Gonna fly on wings of fire, breathing good, Lord lifts me high, singing oh when they call me on, singing oh when they call me on.
Oh yeah, the band is not bad at all. Some of y'all only listen to one genre of music, and it is what it is. I get it, I understand. You're not open-minded to other types of music. I listen to everything. Matter of fact, I listen to good music. I don't care if it's Indian music, if it's Asian music, if it's rap, if it's country. If it's good music, I listen to it.
They say flips a coin, fools let the fools go.
You want to know why? Because I'm not focused on color.
I hope he lets me pass by. When I close my
Oh wait, is he white? Yeah, that's exactly how some people do. We'll break everybody out of this color shit someday, one day, maybe. The 250th Army Celebration Parade. It is the birthday of the Army, 250 years. Thank you to those of you that are serving in the armed forces. I salute you. This country salutes you. The citizens of this country salute you. We all salute you. Thank you for the service that you have put in, for the time that you have put in, for allowing us the ability to do the things that we do today, for allowing me the ability to go live right now. Because without y'all, this would not be possible. We would be under the rule and thumb of a dictator.
Ladies and gentlemen, everybody here, everybody that is attending tonight, I just want to say thank you so much. And I'll leave y'all with this.
Even though they want y'all to believe that.
Thanks for having me. It has been my honor, ladies and gentlemen. I really mean that. Thank you so much.
250 years.
Army. Happy birthday to our president, Donald Trump. Amen, y'all. God bless America, baby!
Oh yeah, that's right. It's also Trump's birthday. I think he's 250. Well, there you have it, y'all. The 250th Army Parade. I appreciate y'all for being here with us. And stay tuned because we have more shows coming just like this one. Y'all be safe out there. Until next time.